Hello, what is up, Team Sarah? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope it is sunny outside where you are. Welcome back to the Strength and Sculpt workout program. This will be the full follow-along workout video for glutes and hamstrings today. So we're going to be working on something called posterior chain, which is something really important that we work on because especially for a lot of us, we sit a lot in our jobs or, sitting on the couch watching TV. Maybe you drive a lot, if you're a mom or dad, you're driving around from work and school and kids and all that stuff. So we are sitting a lot, which means that our glutes and our hamstrings are turned off, which means a lot of times we have a really weak core and can have a higher chance for back injury. So it's really important to make sure that we're working our posterior chain. So we're going to be doing that today. First things first, we're going to do 3 sets of kind of like a glute bridge complex. First, we're going to do 8 glute bridges, and then we'll do 8 single leg glute bridges on each side, and then a 30-second hold at the end, and that's going to count as 1 set. You can do all of this body weight, you can do them with weight, or for me, I'm going to be doing like 50 pounds for the glute bridge. Then I'm going to try 15 pounds for the single leg, and then just like holding with the 15 pounds or just body weight for the hold. We'll see how it goes. So to warm up today super quick, we're going to do 5 good mornings all together. So we're going to put our hands behind our head, feet underneath those hips, nice slight bend in the knees, and we're just going to be hinging at those hips. Nice flat back. We're going to do 5 reps. So you should be feeling a pull in your hamstrings and then squeezing your glutes and feeling that pull in those glutes. We're going to do 5 good mornings. Then we're going to bring your feet a little bit wider, about shoulder width apart or more, and we're going to do a good morning down to a squat. So do a good morning, squat, back up. There's 1, good morning, squat, 2, good morning, squat, up. We'll do 5 of these just to get warmed up. Then we'll do 5 bootstrappers. So you're going to bring your feet in a little bit. You can grab the bottoms of your feet or the ground or as far as you can, stretching those hamstrings and the glutes and dropping down into a squat. I like to bounce on these. We're just going to do 5 bootstrappers. So again, if you're not as flexible as me, that's totally okay. Do what you can. The purpose is just warming up those hips and the legs and the glutes a little bit. Okay, cool. Now we're going to do 5 body weight glute bridges. So we can either get down on the ground or you can do them elevated on a bench. So we're just going to do 5, getting the glutes warmed up a bit. Nothing crazy. Good. Awesome. So we'll hop right into it. So grab whatever weight you feel like is going to be best for you for these glute bridges. And again, if you do have, which I totally forgot, which we do need for this workout too, is a band. You don't have to use it, but if you do have a band, you can put that around your knees for more tension. Alrighty, so if you're going to be on an elevated surface, we're going to put that upper back off of the bench, couch, coffee table, whatever it is, putting a weight on your hips if you're using one. We have 8 reps here. Here we go. So down, up 1, hold. Down, up 2, hold. Down, 3, hold. Down, up 4, hold. Down, 5, hold. Here's 6, 2 more, you got this. 7, hold. 8, hold, good. So now to make this seamless, we're going to try to go as quickly as we can. So now dropping that weight, coming down into a single leg glute bridge. So you can do these on the floor or on the bench. Watch the exercise demonstration video to see. I'm going to start with my right leg. Here's 1, hold, down, up 2, hold. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Switch sides. We've got 8 reps on the other side. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got this. 5, 6. Squeeze the glutes. 7. Last one. 8. Good job. Good. Now we're going to go right into our hold. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. We got 30-second hold, or as long as you can. So the purpose of this is we really should be thinking about squeezing those glutes as hard as we can. We should not feel it as much in our hamstrings on this. They will be working a little bit. We want to make sure that we're in a nice tabletop position. So if you're down here, you're not activating those glutes. You don't want to be too hyperextended where your hips are too high. So try to stay in the tabletop if possible, but squeezing those glutes. We got this. We got about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. So that's set 1. So again, over time, assess where you're at. If you need to lift heavier, grab a heavier weight. If you need to, go lighter, grab a lighter weight, or maybe you just start out with body weight. That's totally fine. That is a lot of reps, all back to back. About like 24 reps and then plus that hold. So it can be pretty rough on those glutes. So again, assess where you're at. And even if you're body weight and you want to make it a little bit harder without adding weight, you could always add a band above the knees as well. Alrighty, ready for set 2, y'all? Here we go. Grab your weight. Again, making sure that your knees are gonna be right over those heels. So I don't want your feet to be too close to your butt, and I don't want them to be too far out either. So finding that perfect position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Down, up 1, hold. Down, up 2, hold. Down, 3, squeeze. Here's 4, 5, squeeze the glutes at the top. 6, 7, you got this. 8, hold. Great job. Good. Transition. Again, you can do the single leg body weight or add a little weight if you can. I'm going to start with my left leg this time. I always like to start opposite because the second leg is always going to get more tired. Here we go. Get in position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Here's down, up 1, down, up 2, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, you got this. 7, 8. Good job. Switch sides. Move that weight if you need to. Here we go. Down, up 1, down 2. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Drop that weight. I'm gonna try to hold the weight here for the hold. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Up and hold. Again, thinking about really squeezing those glutes. Nice flat back. Really engaging that core. And just breathe. Good job, guys. You're doing great. Good. You can put your hands behind your head. You can put your hands on your chest. You can hold the dumbbell if you need to. Put your hands on your hips if you'd like. Good. Keep breathing. You got this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Whew. I'm already feeling that. It's a good sign. Whew. Good job. Yeah, so I don't know if you could tell by the looks of this program, but it's kind of like retro theme, which I really love, but also just a good reminder of like this program is really like kind of like bringing it back to the basics. Like we have a glutes and hamstrings, we have chest tries and shoulders, we have a back and bis, we have a quad, like a good solid leg day. So it's really just bringing it back to, at the end of the day, simple exercises, the better. Like we don't need to be doing these crazy workouts, and we don't need to be changing our workouts every day, changing our exercises every day, every week. Like there's something to just like the discipline and the mundane of like doing the same thing day after day after day, because then we know for sure that we are in progressive overload. And we know that progressive overload means that we're increasing in weights, reps, or sets, or time, every couple weeks. So how you know if you're progressing, if you're changing your workouts every day, every week, etc. Right? So that's why we try to follow the same workouts every single week for an entire month, so we can see our week 1 weights versus our week 4 weights and be able to compare, know that we're getting stronger. Alrighty, set 3, here we go. Get set up. 3, 2, 1, and go. Up 1, hold. Down, up 2, hold and squeeze. Down, up 3. Here's 4, 5, and squeeze. You got this. 6, 7, 8. Great job. Good. Switch to our single leg. I'm going to start back with my right leg this time. Here we go. Get set up. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Up 1, and 2. Really squeeze. 3, 4. Try to keep the other leg straight as possible. 5, 6. Flex that foot up toward the ceiling. 7. Last one. 8. Good job. Good. Switch sides here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Down, up 1. Here's 2, 3, 4. Get that butt up as high as you can. 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Good job. Good. Set your weights down. Get ready for our hold in 3. Oh, if we need this, 2, 1, and go. Uphold. Good. So again, make sure that you're breathing, really thinking about squeezing those glutes. Because I can be up here and not squeeze my glutes at all, but my butt is still up. But see, my butt is still up versus squeeze. My legs come together a little bit more. I'm really thinking about squeezing those cheeks together. I know it's weird and I know it's awkward doing like hip thrusts, but I promise you, these exercises have been around for a long time and they're there for a reason. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Whew, awesome. Good. Grab a drink of water. Next, we're going to go into a set of some intervals. So we're going to have 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 3 rounds total of 2 different exercises, but it'll be like 4 total because it'll be on each side. And unfortunately, I forgot my band, so I'm going to be doing it without a band. So if you are a beginner, you don't need a band. But if you do want to make it a little bit harder, adding a band can be helpful. I just forgot mine upstairs, so we're just gonna do it without it. So we have clamshells on our right side, clamshells on our left side, fire hydrants on our right, fire hydrants on our left. So we're gonna see if I can maybe add a 5-pound weight while doing these. So again, watch the exercise demonstration video to know of any modifications or how to do all of these, of course. So we're gonna get down on the ground. We got 40 seconds. I'm gonna start with my left leg first. So I'm gonna come down onto the ground, onto my side for my clamshells. So I'm gonna try to see if I can add a weight here. So it kind of adds a little bit more resistance as if I have a band. If you have a band, you're gonna put the band above your knees. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. So we just got 40 seconds on and then 20 seconds off. So again, the purpose of this is really isolating that top glute. So both of the feet are stacked on top of each other, and it's just your leg that's pushing. So your bottom leg is pushing down into the ground while your top leg is lifting, and you should feel that resistance in this top glute right here. So sometimes even if you have a band, you can put your hand on that top glute, and you should feel it all in the top of your leg and feeling it a little bit in the inner thigh as well. So going nice and slow and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, that's closer to 45 seconds. Alrighty. I'm gonna switch sides here. I guess I'll just flop on this side so you can see what it looks like from this angle too. So same thing, now I'm gonna be going with my right leg on top. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, I'm just isolating that top glute and leg. So it's just that top leg that's moving. Again, you want to think about pushing that bottom leg down as that top leg is coming up. So it should only be your glute and your leg that's working. Again, I'll show you. So again, if you're putting your hand on your glute here, I don't want your hips opening. Your hips are staying stacked on top of each other, so you should really feel it just in that glute. This is a really great exercise to activate those glutes and help prevent injury in our back. Good, we're almost there, guys. Got about 5 more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Good. So 20 seconds rest. For these fire hydrants, there's going to be a couple different ways that we can do it. I'm going to bend my knee and do them this way, but there's many different ways that you can do this, which I'll show you during. Here we go. We got 5 more seconds. I'm going to start with my left leg. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, I'm just bringing my leg out straight to the side. My knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. My foot is flexed. Again, you can put a band above your knees if you want more resistance. But I'd say even this is hard enough for me, especially for week 1. I definitely feel it. Also, this hip is going to want to sink down or out to the side as we go up. We want to try to keep the hip straight above the knee so it's just that left glute that's working. Good. You got 10 more seconds. You got this. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I actually feel it in the opposite side for this. So again, just making sure that the whole point of this is just activating those glutes. So I don't want any parts of your other body moving. Like I don't want your hips moving side to side, your shoulders moving side to side, just really activating that glute. Whew, good, we got 5 more seconds and we got on the other side. And go. So again, shoulders over those wrists, gaze is going to be right in between those fingertips, and you're just going to be opening up that hip side to side here for these fire hydrants. Something else that you could do if you wanted to switch things up, you could also do more of a donkey kick and coming in. If you want to try some of those, you could alternate going out, back, if you would like, or we're just going to keep it solid with the fire hydrant. If you want to get crazy with it, you could also have a straight leg and going up and down this way, or same thing with going up and down back here. If you wanted to switch things up, you can. Otherwise, we're just keep it super simple and rest. Good. So that is 1 round total. So we can go back through the clamshells and the fire hydrants another round. We got 2 more rounds. So 1 round done, 2 to go. This time, I'll start with opening up my right leg. Just show you a different view for this one. Here we go. And go. Good. Got this. Good. Keep that core nice and engaged. Good. So for this set, for kind of these rounds, the clamshells and the fire hydrants are a little bit different than our normal lifts. Obviously, you know, I typically like lift heavy, lift heavy, lift heavy. This one, we're not really lifting heavy. It's more of like resistance. But that can be that there's a ton of muscles in your glutes. And so a lot of times if we're only doing like sumo deadlifts or glute bridges, it can be great to work those big muscles, but our little muscles can often, okay, rest. Our little muscles can often be neglected. So by doing something like this, we're taking time to just lift a lot lighter, obviously either doing body weight or like 5 pounds or using a resistance band, and still being able to work those muscles and activating and firing all the neurons in those little itty bitty muscles. And go, other side. It's important that we're working all of the muscles and kind of doing something a little bit different. And, you know, this program is called Strength and Sculpt. So this would be more of like a sculpting, I would say, type of movement. You know, thinking of something more of like Pilates or yoga, you're either using body weight or super, super light weights, which again, isn't necessarily going to help you build muscle for fat loss, etc., getting stronger. But it's, again, good to be able to switch things up sometimes and using more of your body weight or lighter weight or resistance to switch things up and rest. Not only just to switch things up, but just, again, like being able to sculpt different areas. Because obviously if we want to get stronger overall, we have to contract our muscle and lift heavy to build our muscle. And you know, the more muscle tissue we have, the more calories and fat we burn at rest. Good, back to fire hydrants. I'm going to do my left side this time and go. I'm going to alternate between front and back for this, or side and back for this one. Keeping my foot flexed. So like I said, obviously being able to, if you want to achieve a lean and toned physique, a lot of people think, oh, I need to run and do cardio to achieve like a lean and toned physique, or, you know, or just doing yoga or Pilates or only lifting with 3 pounds. That actually is false. We're not going to get strong or build muscle by doing that. Obviously, all of those things have really, really great benefits, of course. It's not neglecting it in total. Rest. It's not obviously neglecting all those things or saying that yoga is bad or Pilates is bad or running is bad. But a lot of people think, oh, if I want to be like super lean and toned, like cardio or HIIT and things like that, it actually may not work. Because in order to actually show your muscle through your body, you have to actually have muscle, build up your muscle, and then you lose body fat around that area. Okay, other side, here we go. To lose body fat around the area to actually be lean and toned. So building muscle and lifting heavy is so important, especially for us females and hormones and everything like that. Obviously, men can put on muscle a little bit easier than we can. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. We just have to work hard at it. And it's really hard to actually become big and bulky. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, I can't eat too much protein or I can't lift heavy. It's going to make me big and bulky. I promise you, you won't. And rest. But actually trying to get big and bulky is actually like really hard. Like I'm eating 2,600 calories right now and 200 grams of protein, lifting 3-4 days a week, and I would say I'm not bulky at all. Like I'm definitely pretty lean compared to what I've been in the past. Okay, and go back to clamshells. Last set here. You got this. And that's one of like I feel like the biggest myths that are always debunked with a lot of the female clients that I work with in 40s, 50s, 60s, of the scared of lifting or scared of eating enough protein because diet culture tells you to eat less and move more and do cardio and HIIT classes, and that's how you get skinny, which again, my goal was always to be skinny and the smallest number on the scale. Then I realized that was a horrible life. I was like working out twice a day and barely eating anything. I had no balance, felt like I couldn't eat out and rest. And that's just not a life to live. I was thinking about food constantly because I was hungry. And even though I might have been the smallest number on the scale and super lean and skinny, I felt horrible. Here we go. Other side. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set of clamshells here. You got this. So now that's why my mission for all of you guys is helping you have a better relationship with food and helping you become your most confident and strongest self. It doesn't say be your skinniest self. It doesn't say your most restricted self. It's your happiest and healthiest and strongest and most confident, because when we're eating to fuel our body, we're eating enough whole foods and protein and fruits and veggies, and we're walking and we're strength training, drinking water, prioritizing sleep, all the things, is when we feel good inside and out. And it's so amazing to feel good. Alrighty, and rest. Great job, y'all. Good. Next, we got 3 rounds. Again, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off of RDL, sumo squats, single leg deadlift, and then on our left, single leg deadlift on our right. So we're gonna grab weights that will accommodate for that. We're gonna start here in about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Shoulders down and back, hinging at those hips. Nice flat back. Really slow on the way down and slow on the way up. Really isolating those hamstrings and the glutes in this. So we really want a slight bend in the knees. We don't want to keep bending as we go down. We don't want them locked out straight either. So slight bend, but just hinging at the hips, trying to close the door with our butt. Good. And squeeze. Good. You got this. Can't see at the time. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I don't know how much time that was. I'm just guessing. Okay, yeah, spot on actually. Cool. Next we got sumo squats. So we're going to keep our chest up, doing a nice wide stance with the sumo squats. So we'll get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Nice wide stance with the feet, keeping that chest up, knees out to the side for this one. So this is going to be working on the inner thigh area and the glute. So keeping that chest up, knees out to the side as much as you can. Also squatting down as far as you can. Keeping that chest up nice and tall. Engaging that core. Gaze is forward. Thinking about squeezing the legs and glutes at the top. Knees out to the side. Good job. You got this. Good. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I hope that was about 40 seconds. Like I said, I really can't tell. Nice. Spot on again. Yeah. Alrighty. Next, we got single leg deadlift. It looks like this. You can hang on to a wall if you need to for balance. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg deadlift. Good. And again, always make sure to watch the exercise demonstration video so you know exactly how to do all these exercises and any modifications if needed. I'll try to tell you some technique cues in the follow along, of course. But if you want more details, make sure to watch the exercise demonstration video. Okay, so you should really be feeling this in that bottom leg that has a slight bend. You'll be feeling it in that glute and feeling it in that hamstring. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. So again, we don't want our leg to be locked out straight and we don't want it to be super bent. Nice slight bend. So as we go back, we feel that stretch pull in the hamstring and we feel it in that glute as well. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Other leg. Good. So nice slight bend in that knee for that straighter leg. Whew. If you fall over, that's okay. Just get right back up. This takes a lot of practice. Good job. You got this. So going into that T, so you have a nice flat back. You don't want that hip to open, so keep those hips both pointed down towards the ground. I don't want to see that hip open up out to the side. Feeling that pull in the hamstring and that glute. Nice flexed foot for that leg that's straight out. Did I do this side? No. And rest. Whew, good. So we're gonna go through that 2 more times, all right? So we have RDL, sumo squats, single leg deadlift on our right, single leg deadlift on our left. So back to RDL. I'll show you from a side view this time. We got 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, shoulders down and back, feet underneath those hips. Again, pushing that booty back, squeezing glutes on the way up and squeezing at the top. Pushing that booty back. This one should be nice, slow, and controlled. Really feeling it in those hamstrings and feeling it in that lower part of your glute. Want a nice flat back here. Keep engaging that core so you don't hurt that lower back. Your fingertips should be grazing your skin on the front of your leg the whole time. I don't want to see the dumbbells hanging out by your toes. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Whew. Yeah, I really feel that in the hamstrings and that lower part of your glute right here. So now for the sumo squats, you're going to be feeling it more in the inner thigh, and you should be feeling it more in that like upper part of your glute. Thinking about squeezing at the top. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Straight from the side view this time. Chest up, squatting down as far as you can, squeezing legs and glutes at the top, keeping your chest up, slow on the way down. You can go as slow or as fast as you want in these. If you have a super light weight, you can't really go heavier, I'll have you go really slow on the way down. So be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just like so. If you have a pretty heavy weight, you can just keep a solid pace for whatever you think is gonna be best for you. But again, keeping those toes and knees pointed out to the side, still squeezing legs and glutes at the top, keeping that chest up. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Spot on, y'all. Whew. Good, single leg deadlift. I'm gonna do my right leg back. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So good. Nice flat back with this, engaging the core. My leg that is teetering backwards, keeping my foot flexed and pointed down towards the ground. I don't want to see the hip open like this and your toe is going out to the side. I want that toe to be still pointed down towards the ground. Slight bend in that bottom knee. Almost straight though, as you can see. Probably looks straight. Good, you got this. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Whew. Good, I really feel that pull all throughout my whole glute and hamstring. Whew. Those always get me. A little bit longer in this one today, I guess. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Other side. Good, you got this. Good. Keep breathing. Y'all are doing great. Good job, y'all. Keep breathing, you got this. Whew. Good job. We're almost there. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. So somehow we're already at time. I think it probably did not time this out very well instead of 3 rounds. So we'll just finish out this round, and then we'll go through 1 round of the finisher. And it's just going to be a little bit over time today, so I apologize for that. But here we go. 3rd round here, RDL. 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, nice flat back, pushing those hips back. What I'll probably have us do is just do 2 sets of this all together instead of 3 sets, because there's like 4 different exercises. That's probably why it took so long. Did not think of the math about that. I guess that would be 4, 12, 24. Oh yeah. Wow. That was why I'm not a math major. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. No wonder I went into this field. I know so much about the body, how the body works, how to get results, nutrition, all the things. Ask me to do math? Nope, not happening. Alrighty, sumo squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Chest up, knees and feet, toes out to the side, squeezing legs and glutes at the top, keeping a good pace. Maybe you're going a little bit faster. Maybe you're going a little bit slower. Good, just make sure you keep breathing. You got this. Good job. Y'all are doing great. Keep up the great work. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, good job. Good, we got our single leg deadlifts next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1. Oh, we're not counting, I forgot. Good, you got this. Just keep a good pace. Feeling that pull in that hamstring and the glute. Keeping that core nice and engaged. What I mean by that is you're bringing your belly button to your spine. So you're not letting your belly just hang. Really think about squeezing it. If I were to come up to you and punch you in your stomach, you're gonna go, and that's what I want you to feel like. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's just go right into the second set right here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. Good, you got this. Good job, y'all. We're crushing it. I might edit this video and I might take out one of the rounds. So if it seems super jumbled, that's probably what I'm gonna do. So we can fit in that finisher. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Great. So what I have planned for the finisher today is a 5-minute AMRAP, which means as many rounds as possible. So we have 3 different exercises total, 10 upside down glute bridges, 10 reverse lunges, then 10 sumo deadlifts. So I'm gonna take you through 1 round today, but essentially AMRAP is as many rounds as possible. So you try to get through 1 round, 2 round, 3 round in that 5 minutes, whatever the case may be. And what you could do too is week 1, you do 1 round, week 2, you do 2 rounds, week 3, you do 3 rounds, week 4, you do 4 rounds, like something like that. So we're gonna go through it all together. For the upside down glute bridge, we're gonna put your heels up on something, whether it be a chair, a coffee table, a bench. Knees at 90 degrees, coming up, squeezing the glutes back down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping the toes out towards the ceiling. 5, 6, push down with those heels. 7, 8, lift those glutes up. 9, last one, 10. Good job. Good. Standing up, we're gonna go right into reverse lunges. 10 on each side. Here we go. Stepping back for our reverse lunges. Here we go. Here's 1. I'm going to alternate. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, you got this. 5, 5, 6, 6, touch that knee if you can. 7, 7, here's 8, 8, 9, 9, 2 more, you got this. 10 and 10. Good job. Next we got sumo deadlift. So go heavier for this one if you can. Nice wide stance with your legs, toes and knees out towards the side, hinging at those hips so your chest is going to be facing down. The dumbbell is going to be right in between your legs. You can hold 1, 2 dumbbells or 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Here's 1, keeping that chest forward. 2, squeeze the legs and glutes at the top. 3, 4, 5, nice and slow and controlled. 6, 7, 8, you got this. 9, and 10. Good job. Good. So if you're on week 2, 3, 4, try to do more rounds of that if you can. Otherwise, sorry, this workout went a little bit long today, but I hope your glutes and hamstrings are screaming. Make sure to recover with your post-workout stack, Formula 1 ignition for optimal recovery. You got this, guys. So